Okay, I'm back with another video. This is on caffeine. Really briefly, I want to make a correction. This is the structure of theobromine. I missed writing this carbonyl group, so when you go back and watch the video, this is the real structure. I'm sorry, I made a big mistake, but can't cry over spilled milk. This is what it looks like, so when you watch it, just keep that in mind. So let's continue. Caffeine. So what is caffeine? In its physical state, in its purest form, it is a white crystalline powder. You can think of similar to salt or sugar, except it's more fine and less uniform. So when I mean crystalline, what do I mean? There's a lot of things we consume that are crystals in their solid state. And crystals are composed of a crystal matrix. This is an electron microscope. This is what crystals look like on the inside. You can see they're a little crazy looking, uneven, not uniform, but when they come together, they create these beautiful uniform structures. This is amethyst. This is another crystal structure in amazing colors and forms and shapes. I used to love these things growing up, but that's what I just wanted to talk about briefly. Caffeine, it's white, it's crystalline, and most people don't know what it looks like in its purest form. So here it is. So where's caffeine found? So we know caffeine's found in coffee, tea. It's also found in a traditional South American drink called yerba mate. This is how it's normally consumed. And in a drink popular in Brazil called guaraná. It's very delicious, hard to describe. If you can't get your hands on it, order it. It's really, really good. And this is what it looks like. It's a fruit that looks like it has some eyes. And these are just some of the many things caffeine's present in. It's present in the stuff we consume, what animals consume. It's all over the place. So how does caffeine work? It blocks this molecule called adenosine. Let me just erase some of this stuff. Adenosine makes us sleepy. It's one of the things that make us sleepy. It's released by the body to promote sleepiness. Now, how does it block adenosine? Caffeine is very similar in structure to adenosine. As you can see, these two portions I circled are very similar. So what happens is normally adenosine comes around and binds in this structure, this receptor is what they're called. Think of a car parking in a parking space or Legos attaching. There's many different types of receptors for adenosine, but this receptor, adenosine comes, binds, and promotes sleepiness. In this case, caffeine, because it looks so similar, it actually kind of competes with this thing and blocks adenosine, thus blocking sleepiness, and it does the opposite, enhances and stimulates, right? Which is increased mood, energy, focus, alertness, all that good stuff. It also promotes adrenaline release from the kidneys. So we got our little kidneys here. They're nice and happy. And on their heads, they have these hats. And these hats are adrenal glands. And the adrenal glands pump out hormones at different times. In this case, these happy kidneys are pumping out adrenaline. Adrenaline, we know of, it gives us ready. It keeps us energized. It promotes focus. And that's one of the reasons why caffeine works as well as it does. It's a stimulant. It's actually a psychoactive substance. It's the most popular, widely used psychoactive substance in the entire world because of the stimulation. It also promotes cortisol release, which is known as a stress hormone, but in this case, it promotes alertness, focus, increased metabolism, and this is what cortisol looks like. So is caffeine addictive? Personally, I don't think it's addictive in the way that we see addiction like hard drugs, but it definitely causes dependency and withdrawal. So caffeine normally promotes enhanced mood. If you're used to drinking it or consuming it in any kind of way, usually in the form of coffee, and you don't get your caffeine, your mood might dip. You might feel a little sad, depressed. It can also cause headaches, concentration issues. It can cause fatigue. If you're used to that pump that caffeine gives you, you don't have it, you can feel a little sleepy because your body wants that substance. and it's not doing, caffeine's not there, so it kind of slows down. And it makes us irritable. If you know of a caffeine user, or you yourself use caffeine and you don't have it and you're used to consuming it, you can kind of be short, testy with people and irritable, because that's just a withdrawal symptom. And then it can cause anxiety. In some people, if they consume too much caffeine, they get anxious. In other contexts, anxiety can be a withdrawal symptom, because your body's so used to it, it now wants it to balance things out. And when it doesn't have it, it can cause all sorts of different things, right? So I don't think it's necessarily addictive, but it definitely causes dependency. So how do you combat caffeine withdrawal? Big thing is you want to drink water. A lot of people drink a lot of caffeine or drink a lot of coffee and don't consume water. If you drink water, your body will be happy like this water molecule. It's really important. So let's say you want to get off caffeine or stop drinking it as much. You want to wean off slowly, because you don't want to cut cold turkey. You'll get not very intense, but decently intense withdrawal symptoms that you might not want. What you want to do is wean it off. Let's say you're used to 3 espresso shots a day, which in my opinion is so much. Over the course of a couple weeks, you might just slowly cut that down and slowly cut it down. And that's how you get your body used to less and less of it. That's usually what they do when you take any medications, that especially the medications that affect mental health. You also want to maybe consume less caffeine, which is similar to weaning off. And again, you want to consume less over time. What's also important is taking breaks. If you consume a lot of caffeine and you wean off, if you take a break for like a month or 2 and come back, it'll be really potent, and you'll kind of see how powerful it is because you're not used to it. Another thing is get better sleep. Too many people drink coffee because they don't get good sleep. If you get yourself on a good sleep schedule, you may find that you don't even need coffee to start your day. You just need a good night's sleep. Don't underestimate that, because that's really important for the human body in general. So that's all I got for you guys today. Just something short, brief, to the point. Thank you guys for watching, listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. I really want to make more videos on all kinds of stuff. I got another one that's going to drop today. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please put them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer any questions or have some discussions about things. Thanks again. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.